Howdy, race chasers. Now, before we start today's show, I just have to tell you about an incredible new podcast available right here on the Forever Dog Network called The Angel of Vine.
The Angel of Vine is an audio drama that is perfect for fans of true crime, film noir, and old Hollywood stories. It stars, are you ready for this? Joe Manganiello, Constance Zimmer, Alan Tudyk, Camilla Luddington, Mike Coulter, Misha Collins, Carrie Payton, and Alfred Molina. That's right, Alfred freaking Molina's on this podcast.
So, that's a lot of stars. But what is Angel of Vine about? Cue the music. Mr. DJ, please play that tape.
Play that track.
A present-day journalist uncovers the audio tapes of a 1950s private eye who cracked the greatest unsolved murder mystery Hollywood has ever known and didn't tell a soul. So basically it's like Serial meets the Black Dahlia. Making a Murderer meets LA Confidential. Come on, Basinger. And once you start listening, you won't be able to stop. New episodes every Wednesday until the thrilling conclusion on January 16th.
So subscribe to The Angel of Vine now on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app. And if you want even more The Angel of Vine, you can get exclusive access to advanced episodes, ad-free episodes, and bonus episodes on Stitcher Premium by going to stitcherpremium.com/angel and using the promo code ANGEL.
Last but not least, stay tuned at the end of this episode for an exclusive clip from The Angel of Vine.
Now let's get chasing.
Forever Dog.
Race chaser. Woo-hoo. Race chaser. Yeehaw. Race chaser. Woo-hoo. Race chaser.
Hello, and welcome back to Race Chaser, a podcast dedicated to the discussion, dissection,
And dissemination
of every single episode of RuPaul's Drag Race, starting from the very beginning. My name's Alaska. What's yours?
Hi, I'm Willem.
We are here, and we are
2.
back again.
Episode 8.
That's it.
Last week we had the book challenge, and Raven won that. And
Yes.
Jessica Wilde, unfortunately, vamonosed.
She hit it.
She hit it.
She went to the house, as they say.
She went up to the house.
She went to the
Big
house.
house. And Tati won the lip sync and stayed. It was a little
Yes.
surprised. And cut to this episode, Raven going straight in on her with the
Why were you so surprised?
confidential questions.
So wait. So Tatiana, why were you so shocked when they said that you were safe?
Yeah.
Do you just think you shouldn't be here, or
Yeah. And Tati says in the interview, she's very clear. She's like, well, yeah, I was surprised, but that doesn't mean I don't think I should be here. But in an interview, she really tells her feelings. She says Raven loves to hear her own voice.
Well, I mean, this is a case. I mean, Raven is coming for her.
Clearly.
She is
Gunning.
She is reading down
NRA.
and coming for her.
Yeah.
And this is the great thing about Tatiana. People think that
She's
because
young,
she's smiley and
pretty.
she's sweet that you can get away with that shit.
not
But
the
she
one.
immediately turns back around and she's like, I also don't give a fuck about what any of you think because I'm still here.
Yeah.
So whatever your interpretation is.
She's number 2 through 10 because she's clearly not the one.
She's not the one. She's not the 2, not the 3, not the 4.
No. And then they do a little bit on Pandora about struggling with her feedback from the judges about constantly not pleasing them. Have you ever felt
I
that way about a
can't.
judge? You pleased all the judges, right? Did any judge just not feel you? Like Regina King you? Regina King did not like me.
Really?
Uh-uh.
She hated you.
She said I was a robot.
LaToya Jackson hated me. She said my dress looked like a sad bridesmaid's dress.
Well, who's on Sharknado and who's not?
She's in Sharknado.
Is she?
Yeah. She plays fucking Cleopatra in the same movie that I'm in.
Oh my gosh.
I still haven't
Did you
watched
knock
the
on her
movie.
dressing room door and go, hi? Do we have something to
No,
discuss?
we weren't there the same day. We have unfinished business.
Get out here!
LaToya.
In the garment.
Yeah.
Sweetie. Oh, I brought the dress. You can examine the stitching.
Oh my god.
This double stitching on hem
You
silk.
can't
Chinese
use a half loop hem on China silk. It puckers. LaToya.
To be fair, my dress was full pucker.
Full
It was
pucker.
apple pucker.
Oh, man.
I mean,
you know
it
what
was
makes me
fully
pucker? Rue's, not much, but Rue's look during this walk around in the workroom makes me pucker.
Why do you have such a problem with this look?
This look is gut pucket and Nantucket.
What?
It's nautical, yet urban, yet older gay.
It's not. It's nautical. Where's Waldo? Nantucket Nectars.
Well, I know the nectar you speak of.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
All of it. Too many things. It's too many things.
And you're mad at the tan jacket over the whole
I'm mad at the tan jacket. It looks like she's got to do a bass fishing seminar at the Great Outdoors.
Right afterwards.
In P-Town.
She has to literally go from this to
Yeah.
that.
Oh, gotta go.
shoe.
Where's
It's,
my
like,
keys?
Really quick.
Me, swarm the car. Very that. So Rue comes into the workroom in this sailor-inspired rainy day Seattle type of look. And the queens are confused as to what the challenge is because they're stupid. I'm kidding. They're confused because of the pejorative in the "you've got root mail." That's a lie. They're
Right. Well, what is the? I mean, it's one of the vague ones. It's
Yeah.
she's vague booking.
vague booking.
On this message.
I wonder who's doing her hair. Kidding. The mini challenge is
Hashtag shit girl please.
hashtag shit girl please.
That's the best.
Hashtag can I get extra napkins? Can I get ice to the top?
Like so outraged. Delta Works.
I miss her Facebooks. I think she blocked me.
Her Facebook
So good.
status posts
Shit girl,
are
please.
really unbelievable.
Ooh, don't screw up her fucking Jack in the Box order.
If you do, just
Kill yourself.
Just end your life.
End your
like
life.
it's over.
End your life in the ice cream machine.
We here at Race Chaser do not condone ending your own life.
We don't. But we do condone
Unless
Delta
you are
work.
read to the dirt by Delta Work, and then you will want to.
Yeah, right.
She's good.
The queens have to match their baby pictures to their adult promo pictures, which is the first time we see their promo look for the season.
Yes, which makes us wonder.
Question and quandary.
Well, no, I know on season 5 we did the promo look on after the first episode.
Same, season 4. And I think that went up until season 9, where now one of the girls for this season, I remember her specifically saying they want me in this color and this color. I was like, I don't have any of that color, but I know RuPaul loves that color, so you'd be smart to find that color because she's one of the girls that does rather well. And they're very specific with colors now for All Stars too. They did it. All Stars 3, I mean, not 2. TOO.
When I showed up for the promo shoot, I said, I don't have anything to wear. What do you got? And they pulled this beautiful, for season 5, yeah, they pulled this beautiful
You wearing purple
dress.
Yeah, I remember. That looked like it was cut for you.
It wouldn't fit anyone else, so I wore it, and I said, oh, yes, this is the one, mother.
They tried to make me wear the outfit that Princess wore, or like this big cage thing. I said, oh no, I'm showing my legs. I'll be wearing these shoes and these
Didn't
things.
you have spiky?
It was like this long
Epaulettes?
cage down to here.
Oh, yeah, that wouldn't work on you.
No, I couldn't move. Couldn't get
You
the
gotta
body
have
out.
legs out.
She's got legs.
She's vaguely aware of how to use them.
They're always open.
She has a vague awareness of how to use them.
Shangela's baby picture is so cute. It was taken a year ago.
Right. Some of the queens look exactly the same. Tyra
Especially
looks
Mystique.
exactly the same.
Yeah, Mystique. Tyra was a beautiful baby, but Mystique,
Jujubee looks exactly the same. This is one of the weirdest moments in all of RuPaul's Drag Race, is at the end of the mini challenge, RuPaul says really seriously, as you can see, Mystique did not have any baby pictures because all of her baby pictures were lost in a fire. Anyway, on to the
Tatiana.
next, like it's
None.
just the most awkward,
they couldn't just leave it. Like, oh,
like
Mystique-
leave it up to conjecture and like
Yeah, no.
It's very funny though, because the music kicks right back in,
Oh,
and
they
she
have
just goes right on to the next.
Dramatic underscoring.
Can we play it? Let's play it.
It'll be on our Instagram, Race Chaser Pod.
Now, I have to explain this. Mystique lost all of her family photos in a fire. Now, Tyra.
Not Tyra.
Now
Back to Tyra. Now, winner, Tyra. Sorry. Tati won the Babyface mini challenge, and she gets to match up the makeover E's with the makeover Ers.
Yeah, Tatiana won by kind of a landslide too. Like everyone was like, "You completed this in 2 minutes and 13 seconds." Tatiana was 51 seconds.
She did youth. Youth on her side, and speed.
She does. She does have
She did the
youth.
damn thing.
Youth and beautiful teeth.
White teeth, full mouth of them. Tati chooses...
Full stat.
Yeah, and Tati actually
Top and
asked
bottom.
to see the teeth of the gentlemen that are ushered in to be made over. She said, "Let me see them teeth. Show me your
really
teeth."
said show like
I think
like
RuPaul
looking
jokes
at
about
horses.
it. Like looking at horses, yeah, 100%.
Oh my god.
Because it is a big asset to be in drag and to be able to go and to have all your teeth. That's nice. You
You're
know?
right. This is the challenge. The challenge is they bring in these 5 older gentlemen and older gay gentlemen, gay pioneers, gay forefathers, and the girls have to make them over.
And these guys range from fair to grizzled.
This is, yes, it's true. I love that the one guy says, I'm a displaced real estate agent. Because this was, I think, right, or was this around like the economy collapse?
Yeah, 2000 shot it.
Yeah, so this is like when people really hit hard. A couple of these guys are in real estate, so maybe they were like, I'm literally looking on Craigslist to try and find a gig that'll pay my bills. Because I remember when that happened. It
Girl,
was not a joke.
The SAG strike, that's when I started hosting bingo.
Really?
Yeah, because like there was no work for actors. Everything was shut down. I went on Craigslist, searched drag queen every day, and
Was
eventually...
that your first time on Craigslist?
I was familiar with the platform.
Yeah, I'm surprised you knew how to navigate your way around that site.
I had a friend.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There was a buddy system
Did you have a login?
for Craigslist.
Did
Yeah.
you have a login on Craigslist?
Girl, they had a whole server for me.
That's the advance.
They had
You
a
have
terabyte.
login on Craigslist?
I didn't even know that existed. Frequent user.
Hush, hush.
Frequent long time lurker, first time user.
Long time user, first time lurker.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
We used to always lurk on the Craigslist just to see.
Just misconnections. Do you ever email back misconnections faking
No.
you were the person?
Do you?
Not anymore.
That's cruel. They thought they saw their soulmate.
I know.
And then you show up on a hoverboard. Sniffing poppers.
You want to buy my merch? Speaking of, you can buy our merch.
This is my book.
This is my book, and
book
this
is pretty.
Oh my gosh. You know who's not pretty? Some of these men.
No.
And they gotta make 'em over.
All right. Well, this is, I think, where the line in the sand gets drawn as far as who's going to do well in the challenge and who's not. And you can see it shake down while it's happening. Is some of the girls are very dismissive of the older men, and they're like, "Shut up, honey. No, just like the one queen was trying to tell, I think, Tatiana about Judy Garland. Maybe she was trying to tell her about Oscar Wilde.
Tatiana's 21. So what?
And Tatiana's like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. Look up and stop talking. Like, you have to respect the people who have come before us.
Even if they talk a lot. You just nod a little bit.
Oh,
you know?
no. If they're talking, you should fucking listen. That's what I think. Because these men have come way before us, and the things that they've had to go through in their lifetime, we have no idea. We have no concept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
So some of these girls are really dismissive. They don't listen. And then you see the girls who do really well, Raven, Tyra, who are like reverential. Like they like are supportive.
I will say this. Some of the moms posed a challenge. I was never a mama's boy. It was me and my dad all the way. And moms can be a challenge, especially pushy moms. And Juju's mom is pushy, insistent upon the hair. She wants to look every way that she isn't. She wants to look young, skinny, and pleasant. And she's none of the above. She looks like a mean mama bear on the runway in the end. And Pandora's mom is sexually harassing her consistently. There's an incest fantasy going on in the Box family. What?
I was on the phone during this part of the episode, so I'm not
honestly,
fresh on
Pandora's mom made multiple comments, including "blow me." She's still attached in the umbilical cord, and then got behind Pandora and faux fucked her in front of RuPaul. And Pandora was just like, "I'm just trying to get through this." Pandora was a Me Too for sure at that moment.
God.
She was being harassed, and she just went, "Okay." Like when it was wildly inappropriate as of now, but on a scale of 1 to me, it was barely me. So it was fine, but I was like, good for them. But Tyra's nervous because she's never done anybody's makeup. You know?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When it
Choosing
came down
pretty.
to choosing the queens, and Tatiana got to choose her partner
Mm-hmm.
first, and Raven says, "Oh, well, of course she chose the pretty one." And Big Dipper was like, "Wait, how did you know who the pretty one in drag was? Like, how do you know that?"
And Alaska and I knew because the things you look for when you're making over someone include smooth skin or smoothish skin, a good working area between the eye and the eyebrow, meaning the lash line and the eyebrow,
Wow, okay.
not a hard brow, and
teeth, overall facial structure. I would look at softness.
My other one is always if the cheekbones are wider than the jaw, it makes them easier to be pretty, and a nondescript to a small nose.
Sure.
Nothing monument-like.
Sure. And
What do you look for?
honestly, I think Pandora got the pretty one. And I think he lended himself most to drag because he was very feminine in his like affectation, which I think helps. When you're carrying drag, you can kind of get into the character a little bit more.
Have you ever thought of doing that?
I've thought about maybe for Halloween I'm gonna be a girl. Yeah.
You know. We'll be back after this break.
Yes.
It's that time of year, and Madman is celebrating the first legalization-friendly holiday season in approved states.
Ding, 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 ding. I'm trying to do jingle bells with my voice, and it doesn't really.
Good for
I thought
trying.
it was pretty serviceable.
Maybe a tincture would help from MedMen. Listen up, Black Friday shoppers. This one
Yes.
you're really going to want to check out.
Yes. To get the season off to a stress-free start, MedMen is offering you 40% off everything in the store this Black Friday until 10 a.m. That's right. Until 10 a.m. When do they open?
Girl, you got to get up early for the good deals for Black Friday. Everything's 40% off until 10 a.m. And just in case you're not an early bird, that's okay too. After 10 a.m., you still get 25% off store-wide for the rest of the day.
All right.
Bam.
So, check out one of MedMen's 14 retail locations throughout Los Angeles, Orange County, San Diego, and Las Vegas, including the new Las Vegas strip store, now open.
Go to medmen.com and find your nearest store and hours. There is
Yes.
so much to celebrate this year.
That's true.
Let's toast those old traditions and celebrate new ones. Visit MedMen this Black Friday for 40% off the entire store before 10 a.m. and 25% off store-wide for the rest of the day.
Keep out of reach of children for use only by adults 21 years of age and older. Check out MedMen this Black Friday. We are back again. These divas, I think... Sorry, I need to talk about the selection process again. I think Tatiana bamboozled herself.
She didn't check... She only checked visual criteria, not movement criteria.
Not at all. And
Didn't ask for special skills. Can you move?
the guy she chose has like a broken foot and like can't walk, like has a limp.
Yeah.
They have to do a dance procedure together. And the guy that she gives to Tyra is a retired ballroom dance instructor.
That's
why she's moving around in boot scoot boogie
Damn.
in heels dancing. Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
So if you get to make the selections, take in all criteria.
Ask to see them walk. Can I see the doll walk?
I would like to do a quick audition.
Yeah, Juju's mom is giving a mouthful about what kind of hair. You know, I think we need to do a
she's
turban.
being really
She's
picky.
pushing for a turban. She wants to have that Gloria Swanson moment.
Which I think could have worked.
No, that short hair didn't work on her. Imagine a turban, which is even basically shorter hair.
A turban can at least be tall, though. Like,
Not how she was pulling
I envision
it.
one of those, like, Bianca Del Rio, Nefertiti
Sure.
sort of
I understand.
with a big gem or something.
Yeah, but I think
She wanted to do a short little...
Juju's mom looked like Barney from the Flintstones.
Oh my God.
She did, and I don't mind saying it. Raven's confident about his mother. She says, "Once we shave him, we'll get him good."
Oh, he's the one.
Dip
with,
him in there.
He's the one with all the stuff jammed in his belly button hole.
Oh, yeah.
We need a picture of the belly
This
button
man
stuff
has
for the
a yard
Instagram.
sale all up in his belly button. It's a junk drawer. He's got a paper clip.
It's a little freaky.
Yeah,
It's a
which I
little,
don't mind. He's very much what I imagine
San
you to be if you still worked at
Francisco.
Books A Million in 50 years. Or
Circus of
Circus of Books. That would be you if you were still working there and you never found drag.
You're absolutely right.
Yes,
Just-
100%. Radical Fairy.
I mean, very. He's like, he has tattoos. He has like the belly tattoo.
Yeah.
He probably has like maybe a dick tattoo.
Oh, for
sort
sure.
of
He's
gig.
tribal as fuck.
Yeah.
I think that some of the girls are more concerned about getting their moms ready for the performance part, because Rue comes in and surprises them and says, hey, there's also this thing, you got to do a dance too.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's weird because Juju says in an interview, she says something about the performance, and then they cut to Rue saying, oh, and by the way, dolls, you'll have to do a performance. It's like this weird out of order cut, kind of, I feel like.
Weird.
But Pandora's running out of clothes at this point, and she wants her mom to just keep making dirty jokes and having a good time. So everybody's kind of having their own little, this is what we're going to do on the runway. Come on, to their moms.
Pandora's mom shows up wearing a bikini swimsuit underneath his clothes.
And at one point tells Pandora to blow him. Damn. Which is good. You know, you'd rather have to pull someone back than say, can we have a little bit more?
That's true. He's
Always.
giving the most.
The most.
He's
And drag
giving.
queens are supposed to be the most. We're professional extras, you know? I think. I don't know.
You can provide the most when it is called for. Yes.
Truth. I know from experience, I had a gig on Drag U, and my girl tried to leave overnight.
Wow.
Yeah.
No wonder they paired you with her.
I know. I was so
Did you
mad.
give her advice?
Oh, I yelled at her.
You
So did
were
Rue.
like,
She was mad.
You can sneak your husband in through that door over there.
Juju literally says,
Moving on. Anyway,
Johnny,
Tyra.
Juju says, none of these bitches better die overnight. I know.
She gets away with it because she says it funny.
But her mom is also singing on the couch with her heels on, sitting, just tapping. Heels while seated, yelling, this is the main event. It's great. And you know what? I look at every opportunity as a learning opportunity. If you don't know who someone is and someone older says something, like, it's okay not to know, but maybe take a chance to look it up, you know? You want to find out how many people died at Stonewall, who Oscar Wilde is.
I think you should know who Oscar Wilde is.
Yeah, the importance of being earnest.
Whoever you are, whether you're straight or gay or whatever, but especially if you're gay.
He
he's
had some fucking
extremely
great
important.
quips.
Yeah.
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 Quipmaster.
In Tati's defense, they then say, well, you know who Harvey Milk is. And she goes,
I think she was lying. I think she was lying to get the mom to just like
Shut up
do
and
the
stay
lip
still. I need to do
liner.
your contour.
Yes, I know who Harvey Soy Milk is. Yes.
Well, I love the Hardy Boys.
They solve mysteries. Yes.
Yes. The mystery is, can you shut up while I do your contour? Tyra tapes up her mom and gives her body a little old school duct tape. Do you ever do old school duct tape?
Tyra is trained in the skills of old school drag.
You can tell she had a drag mama, a drag aunt, and a couple of drag cousins. She's good. And she's young to be that good.
Yeah.
Knowing all the tricks.
I never did the duct tape corset thing, but I know my sisters in Pittsburgh did. Amy Vodka House is no stranger to a duct tape corset moment.
Billy B told me that when he was doing Destiny's Child, Beyonce did it against her mother's advice, and she's like, just let me do it. And she did the sticky side down instead of the sticky side up. And Billy said undoing it was like peeling off the top layer of skin right there. I don't know if she was dry or what, but
No wonder Tyra did it,
he
'cause
said
Beyonce did it.
Yeah, right. He said Tina stood there and literally was like, I told you. Damn, Tina. Anyway, we're off to the runway, and RuPaul
Bring it to the
runway.
I would like to take a moment to speak about RuPaul's look on the runway.
I'll be outside. No.
I think this is my favorite RuPaul look, and I'm going to put that out there right now. It's coming into #1 for me.
Even over the pink feather book cover look that we loved, the transcendent, you know, it was a light peach, it's book cover.
Even over that.
Oh.
This trumps it for me.
See, I have two favorite Rue looks.
Okay.
One is that dark emerald green kimono look she wore season 4 when I went home.
The lizard?
No, it was like
lizard snake
emerald
queen?
green.
Sleeves.
No sleeves, but big shoulder. Wide shoulder. Great blonde hair.
Okay.
It was lovely, and it was my episode.
Oh,
and
when
then,
she sent you home. It was the darker green.
Yeah, the color of your curtain. And then also the rocker chic look.
Yeah.
Because fuck.
Transcendent.
You can't, yeah, those are my two. So this is your favorite?
This is my favorite. And
Do you have a backup? It's always good to have a backup.
fun fact, she wore this, I believe, when she performed that song with Lady Gaga on the Lady Gaga Christmas special. I think she pulled this out of the closet and she wore this.
It's similar feathers, but I think blackened.
Oh, fuck, you're right.
Yeah.
Get out.
But it's this.
Get out.
It's the
You call
bounce.
yourself a host?
I said get
Out!
out!
I said get out! You're fucking
You're just
ugly.
fucking ugly. I'm what?
I'm what?
Get the fuck out! Get
Get
out!
out!
Get out! Stand up, completely nude, and scene.
Bitch, I would have thrown that cup real quick. That glass would have been broken.
Yeah.
My
Why don't we
husband calls.
just get fucking drunk until we fucking disappear?
Yeah, I'm your girlfriend.
Oh, hey, do you
Your
still have
girlfriend lets
those
you treat me like your
pills in your
wife.
pocket?
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to be your dad? You want me to be your drinking buddy? You gotta be my dad.
He had more talent as a little pinky than you fucking had across the fucking line.
So we're bringing up the Lady Gaga RuPaul performance, which I thought was really cool. You're right. Yes, it's a different feather,
Is she dressed as
but
a
the
dreidel?
same silhouette.
Is she a dreidel?
Lady Gaga's either dressed as like a toilet.
Is
like,
this a holiday special?
Yeah.
She's a dreidel and RuPaul is the blue Judaism star. Is that
It
it?
is a different feather.
Oh, right, and it's not feathers all the way down.
Zaldi didn't have time.
But the bounce, when they do the two-step and they both bounce.
I
Ru is only
know.
performing to camera. Gaga's performing to the room. Crazy.
I mean, and the height difference is so crazy because
She's a-
Lady Gaga, I keep calling her Stephanie because that's what me and Nick call her when we are speaking of mother.
Not okay.
But no, you're not allowed
Oh,
to call
and she's
her
in
that.
platforms.
She's in like 10-inch platform shoes.
Can I tell you
Lady
that-
Gaga, because she's 5'1" and RuPaul is like 6'7".
She looks like a fashionable Cogsworth. It's some kind of brown.
She's a chest of drawers.
Yeah.
She's the chest of drawers.
She's Audrey McDonald in Beauty and the Beast. The outfit is conceptual.
Lady Gaga could fucking stand in fucking huge heels,
And we would all be happy.
move and never fall over.
Did you see her do the runway in those shoes when she walked for Mark, I think, last season?
I couldn't breathe because I was
So
like, she's
casual.
gonna fucking fall over.
Sickening. She wouldn't. She would never. She's not
But-
a Pandora pratfall.
I used to wear 8-inch heels, and 8 inch is too high for me. First of all, it makes me way too tall, and it's like wearing stilts so you can't move. And I would fall over and roll my ankle every time.
They're limiting.
They're very limited.
Unless you know how to walk in them.
Right, which I don't. But Stephanie does.
Be better.
Lady Gaga does. Be best.
Be best. These guest judges are the best, in my opinion. We got Cloris Leachman, icon.
This is stacked.
Stacked. Debbie Reynolds.
Yes, and I think Cloris Leachman looks like Debbie Reynolds out of drag.
Definitely.
They look like the same person, but just with
It's like Charo and
different
Charo's
treatment.
sister. Charo's sister looks like
treatment.
Charo without the work.
Right.
But
and
I-
then the
the
woman
founder
who
and
created
CEO of
NYX.
NYX Cosmetics, Tony Ko. I'm wondering if she's wearing anything from Cloris line. Which
Right,
is
that's the clo-
Cloris Leachman's clothes.
I
love a
wonder
pun.
if that's still around.
Cloris line? I auditioned
Yeah.
for that years ago. God, I hope I don't get it.
God, I hope I don't get it. Do you think Tony Ko is wearing NYX Cosmetics?
I think Tony Ko is always in NYX Cosmetics.
Yeah,
I would love
think
some of
if
those
you
NYX
were-
Cosmetics.
I think if you were like a soft woman, you could do a full face of NYX. Drag queen, no.
I'm not familiar with their foundations enough to rule on that, but
You
that-
couldn't.
that's what every makeup line comes down to: is the foundation thick enough that you could do drag with it?
Yeah. It's got to be like Krylon. I think MAC has like a pro thing.
Mm-hmm.
But no, NYX, I wouldn't. I used it for details.
Mm-hmm.
Great eyeshadows, great liners, liquid liner,
Great mole work.
stunning, great floor work. Boat work, yacht work.
I know a girl that did it. She didn't like it.
I know a girl.
I think that this runway is nice. It's a nice departure from just seeing all the girls do their thing.
We have a picture of some Cloris line clothes, and it's so. I mean, Cloris Leachman. She's hilarious.
She's great. Yeah. Allergic to bleach.
What? She's allergic to bleach?
Or is that other crazy one with the wig, the blonde hair? Her. You'll know her name once.
Phyllis
Painter.
Diller?
Phyllis Diller. That's it. She's allergic to bleach. That's a wig.
Oh.
Allergic bleach. Sorry.
Well, I figured it was a wig, but I didn't know she was allergic to bleach.
Allergic. Let's talk about this family resemblance on the runway. Raven and Golda LeMay, I think, look very cohesive. Blue accents. They both have the snake bite marks.
That was a cute detail, I thought.
It's cute. And the guy's limited in his walk, Golda, and Raven does her best to help him, and he looks beautiful.
He does.
Yeah, Raven looks giant.
It's hard to do makeup on someone else.
You've done mine. How was that?
Exactly. It's hard to do. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Wow.
You were an incredible face to work on,
I wasn't
actually.
eating the whole time.
You have this petite little nose and these, like, huge cheekbones. Like, you're a great face to paint on.
You should see my hole.
Talk about someone who's not allergic to bleach.
Actually, somebody asked me specifically because we were talking about laser hair removal, and they're like, "You get it bleached too, right?" And I was like, "No." They're like, "Really?" And I said, "No, why?" And they're like, "It's really pink." And they stopped after that, but I wanted to be like, "Pink for what? Someone my age or someone who's had that much wear and tear? What? How is it pink for
The
what?
wear and tear.
Pink for what?" But it was pink. It still is, I guess.
You said that's C22, NYX Cosmetics Minimum Coverage Foundation.
Wow. Like BB.
Liquid. Oh, yeah, just the BB cream.
There was a BB cream.
Just to neutralize,
Wow.
neutralize any redness.
Residual tearing and scarring.
Damn.
Wow. Yeah, you want to talk about damn. Let's talk about Tyra Sanchez and Big Tyra, because on the runway, they turned it.
Yeah, they looked really pretty.
Anybody that has control of their body in any situation, meaning like a dance instructor, movement, athlete, you can always expect them as a makeover to be more like, with it on the runway.
Yeah.
Agile. That's a great word.
And he's a performer
from
his dance experience, so that automatically gives you a leg up.
100. Tatiana and Alicia.
Annalicia.
Yeah. They're being little hams.
They're wearing leopard print. The leopard print takeover.
Nooch,
Everything must be leopard print.
Tyra and her mother, Lil Tyra, Big Tyra, I think are cohesive.
They wear the exact same outfit, which no one else really did.
Very cohesive, yeah.
And I think it worked.
Well, Tyra is a sewer. She probably made that real quick for both of them.
You're absolutely right.
And we can talk about that on the break.
Okay.
Seeing a doctor should be easy and judgment-free, especially when dealing with intimate issues like sexual health and HIV prevention.
Yes, and I know you like to be very private and discreet when dealing with your intimates.
Why, yes, I do. DL moment over here at Willem Inc.
Ding!
Luckily, there's PlushCare. Using PlushCare is a great way to discuss with a trained physician whether Truvada is right for you. Truvada.
You probably already know by now that Truvada for PrEP is over 98% effective in preventing HIV. And now you can get PrEP from the comfort of your own home.
PlushCare lets you see a doctor quickly via video from your phone or computer.
Yes, and most major insurance is accepted. You pay your usual copay, and appointments are available every 15 minutes.
There's a reason why PlushCare is the largest online provider of Truvada in the United States. Their visits are 100% confidential. That means no judgments, no stigmas, no like, oh, I know you in that waiting room. They will also work with your insurance to get your medications covered and help you find a cost assistance program if you need it.
So when you were getting on Truvada, was the process challenging? Was it easy? Was it convenient in any way?
For me, it was one of those things where, I had to get up early, go to the doctor, wait, because he's a really cute doctor. That's the reason I went to him in the first place. And there's always a line. So I'm happy I'm on it now, but there was a hoop or two to jump through.
Exactly.
And getting Truvada now is more simple than that. You just go to plushcare.com/prep or search for PlushCare on the App Store and you book your little 15-minute appointment and pick it up from your local pharmacy.
Yeah, and you can use promo code DRAG for $30 off your next appointment.
That's plushcare.com/prep. Use promo code
DRAG. Now remember, Truvada is not a free pass to be out there with the BBs and the Anons and the Dawson's
BBRTs.
50 load weekends and all that. It is most effective to prevent HIV transmission when it is used with condoms.
and a cock ring.
Ooh.
This is the main event. Are you ready?
That's a remake of a
Barbra
Streisand?
Streisand.
Yeah.
From the main event, which is a boxing movie with her and maybe Stallone or De Niro or Christopherson. Some 70s grizzled something.
Where she meets a boxer and then he encourages her to get in the ring and fight someone and she becomes a really famous boxer.
He's a boxer, I think.
And he encourages her to become a boxer and
Does
then he ends up killing himself and she becomes a really famous boxer, right?
Oh, you're saying Star is Born's plot.
Yeah.
I got that now. Oh, I'm in A Star is Born.
Yes, you are.
Yes, I am. And you guys are lucky because Derek was almost in it.
I'm off the deep end. I did see Derek's Streisand audition tape.
Did you see the Maryland one?
No.
Oh yeah, he went in for Maryland, and because like around that time, I don't talk about auditions that much because like you've been on so many that eventually you're just like I don't want to because then people be like, hey, did you ever what happened? So I just don't.
Yeah, you're not supposed to ask your actor friends how or if they got the part because
Really?
if they didn't tell you, they didn't get it.
Oh yeah, totally. But my rule is I don't talk about it until it's on. And actually, I already did that with Shameless this year, and then I just found out I got cut. So like I'm back to that rule.
Yeah.
Star is Born I sat on for a while before I told anybody.
Yeah.
And during the audition process was the same thing. I just like saw all these girls post and stuff, and I'm like, fuck, all these bitches are going in. But it was okay because I'm amazing.
Well, the original concept was it was going to be dead celebrity night at the
Yep.
drag club.
Did you go in?
They
Did you get it? Or did they put a pin in you?
This is what happened. They asked me to send in a tape of me as Barbra Streisand, and I was like, you should call Chanel in Las Vegas because her Streisand is the best.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for an illusion of a celebrity, go to the best.
So you didn't do a tape?
No.
Wow.
I said that's not it. I couldn't do. I don't.
See, the
I
funny
wouldn't
thing
feel
is,
right.
with that is I didn't feel right also, but I did the fake nose, and I was like, I'm not going to ever get this with a fake nose. It's so disrespectful to Barbara. But
Right.
in an interview later that I saw Bradley talking for YouTube, he was in some interview that I saw on YouTube that someone tagged me in, and it was Bradley saying, Willem came in first as Marilyn, and then as like Barbara, and then as another character. Like any chance to be seen by them, I was like, I'm going to get their eyes on me. And he just liked what I did in the room with the improv and stuff enough that I got it. My Barbara was shit. You've seen the pictures. My Marilyn was okay. My Marilyn was gorgeous. But yeah, it was one of those things where I was like, fine. What Coco Peru did with Tu Wong Fu, they told her to walk down the runway in front of all these girls, Candace, and she made it her own somehow. Like, just go, make it your own somehow, find your strength and exploit that, even if it's just being nice to the casting director before or like making people want to work with you. That's always been my tip. Other than some particular people.
Fucking producers.
Fucking producers also helps, but in my case, it only helps the contestants.
Right.
Yeah. He stuck his dick in the wrong one, huh? He must really feel that way.
So the girls have to do...
Oh, sorry. I'm watching TV.
The girls have to do a dance performance to the main event, which is like hard. And then if you're dealing with someone who's never done drag before and can't really walk...
Gene
it's
Hackman.
Very challenging. Jujubee's mom looks like Gene Hackman at the end of the Birdcage.
For sure. 100%.
That's who I thought Fifi looked like at the finale.
Yeah. Oh,
Because
yeah.
she wore the white Marilyn, which
Yeah.
is what Gene Hackman wears.
Totally.
We are family.
Nobody wants to dance with me.
I'm just as pretty as all these guys. Why will no one dance with me? I want to be the only girl not dancing. Don't you leave me.
The queens that do have limits with their mothers find a way to work it. Pandora's mom is funny as hell, just chewing the scenery.
Yeah, and they criticize her for being outshined by her mother.
But her mom has been that way the whole episode. This is her mom's big break, you know?
Like
So,
extra personified.
I understand. It's every trans for themselves. The winner... Oh, wait. Cloris...
Hold on. Can you pause it?
What?
Look at this.
What?
Tyra and her mother
Is it
shortened the skirt for the dance routine.
A scooch! There's been a scooch!
They shortened it. I don't know if they cut it. Is it cut or did they scooch?
You know it's Tyra. You know she scooched.
That is really smart.
You know...
That's one of those details that's why Tyra won this season. Mm-hmm. Not everyone would think about that. I know. Oh, Big Dipper. It was a spoiler. I just blew his mind. He didn't know.
She won by a scooch.
She won by a scooch.
I think Raven showed a real connection with her mom, and I think all the judges really appreciated seeing that softer side.
That soft moment where she carries her mom off the stage.
Yeah, because her mom was looking a little bolted to the floor.
Yeah.
Because heels can be hard for the first time if you aren't used to them.
Mm-hmm.
First time I put on heels, I felt like I was at home. I instantly could walk. I remember they were my sisters, and I was like, oh, these are great.
And you've never taken them off.
And then I cut my leg bad enough that I had a scar because I went like that with the leg.
Shit.
Still there a little bit. Guys hate it.
You know, I wanted to fuck you, but I saw that tiny scar on the side of your leg.
That's my butthole.
Can you talk to me about the reveal with Juju and her mom?
Okay, so Juju and her mom decide to do a reveal. So we're seeing that there's a long history of the reveal.
Oh.
And so the mom removes the sparkly gown to reveal,
Poncho.
I guess,
Sparkle
like,
poncho.
to reveal, like,
A slack suit.
Dorothy's Bornak going to the bank. Like, it's not even, like, a formal night.
Not even the bank, a credit union.
It's not the main event. It's not even, like, a side event. It's not an event.
Juju looks like she's working a trade show.
She takes
sure.
off the sparkly thing just to reveal the hint of zebra to match them up.
She did her best.
It's one of those moments where it's like the tearaway doesn't add anything.
For sure.
But I do love Juju's dress after
The mom,
Oh,
the
and-
mom looks like she's doing water
And the-
aerobics outside of a pool. That's Countessa Touche looks like she's doing
Contessa.
water aerobics outside of a pool for sure.
It does. She gets lost.
She throws in a little Yankee Doodle Dandy at one point, some hands.
If you're not a performer and you get overwhelmed. There's so much to think about on stage.
My one thing is, as a performer, the one thing I'm most uncomfortable, if I ever have to act like I'm acting badly or performing badly,
Yeah.
the easiest way to do that is to not be sure of your hands and your limbs. Because once you're, because that is the one thing that belies you, you know? It's just like, what is she's not sure what to do with her hands, or she's like, you know, there's something. Not knowing about hands and feet or like shuffling, it just is a dead giveaway. And Juju's
mom does all of that.
Contessa Touche
sort
needs
of, you can see her looking at Juju like, what? I don't remember that part.
and that's when you just feel helpless.
Yeah.
When my drag you lady tried to run away, I was just like, really? Guys, is this for the season 4 stuff? Come on, I thought we were past that. Matthew was so pissed she wouldn't put on a corset either. He's like, this is called Drag You. He's mad.
Wait, I think I remember that episode, and she like wouldn't do.
Yeah, former
the
beauty
stuff.
queens. Rue yelled at her too. So one time me and Rue agreed.
She was a former beauty queen.
They were all former beauty queens.
Oh
Yeah. Did not go well. My girl did not win.
no.
No. Speaking of who did win, though, Raven. And I think deservedly so.
This was a moment we got to see the softer side of Raven with the compassionate, like carrying her mom off, and even when her answer.
Write it down. It's a fire sale.
Right. Her answer, she's explaining like what this meant to her, and I totally agree. I mean, these are some of the men who forged the way for all of us. They're the reason that a show like this can exist.
Yeah.
And so Raven wins. Who's Booger Boots?
Booger Boots include Tatiana maybe? No. Booger Boots is Juju B and Contessa Touche and Pandora and Litterbox. Wait.
Yeah, and this was rough because Pandora's mom looked really great.
And performed great, but as a solo act. She should have said, Pandora, stay home. Because she outshined Pandora 100%.
And
She was mugging.
And that's dangerous.
Yeah.
Jujubee struggled with the overall transformation. I don't think the tiny feather wig works when...
No.
I don't know, but though...
The tiny
I do
feather
know...
wig barely works on Juju,
Right.
let alone Gene Hackman.
I know some bigger queens who can pull off a tiny little
bus driver?
gig.
Shangela?
But she's not like plus size. I'm thinking like plus
Oh, I
size.
thought you meant, like, bigger.
Like,
Duh.
even Latrice, she can wear one of those little tiny, but she's also like stunningly beautiful
Yeah.
in the face.
Yeah.
And so I think it's like, I think she did her a disservice by putting her in this feather wig. If they would have given her some big, fabulous hair,
I bet she insisted on that hair, though,
I
because she
think
didn't
you're
want
right,
big hair.
you're
She
right.
was very adamant of that. The runways were basically cute, but the performances were kind of rough, basically. There were cute moments in all of them, but I think that Juju's lip sync...
I didn't write down anything except wheelchair.
Oh, Cloris.
Leachman.
Cloris wrote wheelchair and hated Jujubee's mouth.
Cloris Leachman was like, I wrote down a 10. Did you, Debbie? Did
Deb.
you write down a 10?
So what is it, a 10?
Is it a 10? And RuPaul's like, I've lost control of this room. There's
Yeah.
no number system.
None.
You're just supposed to write down a number. What are you doing?
At one point, Cloris Leachman yelled, whammy!
Snake eyes.
And after this, Rue says, I have made my decision, bring back the girls.
Okay, we're getting there.
Closer.
getting there.
Raven won a 4-night stay at the East Canyon Hotel and Spa in Palm Springs. And when Tati thinks she might win, Rue tells her she's safe and she's kind of gagged. You see that moment? Just the gag of
Because
it all?
Tati thought she was going to win. Yeah.
Tati thought, oh.
She was like, thank you.
Tati thought she couldn't be touched.
It was a very reserved thank you this time.
Yeah. And when Raven wins and is sent to the back of the stage, her and Tyra squeal almost, and they look like they're in a buddy comedy. They're so happy, grabbing each other's hands. I was like, when did that storyline happen?
I'm glad that drama got resolved.
Me
I
too.
am. Now I guess it's just Tatiana kind of against everyone.
I think...
Is Tatiana falling into like the Fifi category?
Okay, let's do my...
She's in a fight with Raven and Tyra.
Let's
or
do
has
my
been.
3-way reality show. Protagonist / champion, underdog / whoever, and underdog / whoever, and then antagonist, villain. I would say the underdog, Tyra. The professional is
Tyra's
Raven.
underdog?
Tyra's
Okay.
underdog.
Okay, I see that.
Even
I
though
see that.
the numbers support her winning. Raven's the pro, for sure. And then antagonist is Tati.
Yeah.
Right now.
But
And
that isn't how it shakes
that's
down.
not how it shakes down to top three. Top three, and then it shifts to Tyra villain, Juju under, Raven pro.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, that's how it goes. It's good, though. I don't remember the end of the finale, but I remember thinking, wow, which one? And then I was like, oh, because Tyra is like a young RuPaul. That's why she might win,
Yeah.
But
She also won the most challenges.
yeah, so the math is there too. It supports that.
Yeah.
How many challenges did you win? You in the double
We don't
digits
need
now?
to get into that.
Cumulatively?
We don't need to do
We don't need to do all
I,
that.
am I in double digits? Well, if you count mini challenges, maybe.
I don't think mini challenges count, dear heart. We're talking maxi. We're
I'm talking maxi only.
We're talking prizes. We're talking main stage.
I'm talking a maxi and burnt toffee.
Oh, a maxi topper?
With a topper.
maxi topper shields.
Yes, Maxi Shield.
Did
Shout
you-
out to Maxi Shield out there
Maxi
in
shields, hey.
Australia.
Did you see the new Wigs by Vanities
Tell me.
for the Halloween collection?
one.
Yeah, I got frostbite. They have 2 of them have tinsel. Bitch, check out Wigs
I
by
saw
Vanity.
a couple of the tinsel ones.
They're
and they
lovely.
look cool.
They're
I like
lovely.
the green one, actually.
The green was a pretty green.
It's a really nice green.
Yeah.
So, Raven, you win a 4-day stay and a massage. Anyway, Tyra. No, it's from that. It's in Palm Springs. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Big fan. The bottom 2 is Pandora Box and Juju, and the
Yes.
lip sync song is "Shake Your Love" by Debbie Gibson. And
we're
we'll
gonna
talk about that. We're gonna talk.
After the break.
This break.
Oh, we're gonna talk.
We're gonna
Oh,
talk.
I'm not holding back at all.
All at all.
Is it cute for a snack or is it cute for a meal?
I love a good meal.
That's I know you do.
Ooh, like when you've been in drag all day and all you want to do is take off your wig and undo that tight corset and enjoy a good home-cooked meal.
You know, I've never tried wearing wigs, but I've always wanted to.
You know your way around a kitchen.
Exactly. And that's why I love Hello Fresh. It's a home-cooked meal in the most efficient way possible. So you still get that home-cooked moment. You can be proud of making it yourself and presenting it, but it doesn't take all the extra steps to get you there.
It's Hello Fresh, and I made it myself. And they shop,
And
they
I helped.
plan. She didn't do shit. And she delivers family recipes and pre-measured ingredients. You can just cook, eat, and enjoy.
Yes, and there are 3 different plans you can choose from: classic, veggie, and family.
Girl, I'm gonna get the family one and just go in. The meals come in a box delivered right to your door in a recyclable, which I like, insulated packaging. You could just give the box to the dog to play with. And everything is pre-measured and laid out for you, so it makes the prep in the kitchen way less stressful.
Exactly. And the recipes are really simple. The instructions are outlined on pictured step-by-step cards. So, girl, not even I can screw it up.
Most recipes take like 30 minutes. That's one episode of The Nanny on DVD.
Hallelujah. How did you know?
That you watched The Nanny in the kitchen? I got my sources.
Ooh, yes.
The chef feels.
Oh, she had style, she had flair, and she
Girl,
was
but
there.
Niles was doing all the cooking.
Well,
That's
you
neither here
know.
nor there because this cherry balsamic pork chop looks delicious.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, when all the hard stuff like shopping and measuring and deciding what to cook is taken care of for you, the rest is super duper fun.
Exactly. They really make it easy for you. So you can get delicious, filling meals delivered right to your door every week for less than $10 per serving and free shipping.
What's that I smell? Is that a creamy corn and potato chowder? Or your tuck? Yes. Oh, yeah. Plus, your account on the website is super easy to manage. You can choose your delivery date to line up with your schedule or pause deliveries or when you're on the road or on tour or change your meals based on what you like.
Exactly.
What's your favorite fresh meal?
I love that creamy corn potato chowder. Ooh.
I know you do.
Give me the creamy corn.
Ooh, them cheddar toast
It
points.
comes with cheddar toast.
Tell me there's a poblano pepper.
Girl, they've really planned it out for us.
That's so cool. And they got a little bit of chive in there, which I like. Spicy.
Exactly.
So we have a very special code for all you race chasers out there. It's DRAG60. For a total of $60 off, that comes to $20 off your first 3 boxes.
Yes.
Visit HelloFresh.com/drag60 and enter
Drag60. Yes. That's HelloFresh.com/drag60 and use that promo code DRAG60 for $60 off. HelloFresh.
Speaking of, you got that $60 you owe me?
Ooh, use the promo code. Out of all the queens of season 2, one of them stands out as a truth teller, a catchphrase owner, and to her we'd like to say thank you. And her name is Tatiana. So for this season, we would like to do a little segment we call Tati Tidbits.
Which Drag Race sister have you not made out with? Because I've seen you, I can count at least 10 that you have, including myself.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, there's many that I haven't. I remember I asked Kimchi one night multiple times. She was like, I'm not going to do this. I was like, well, fine.
That was the night that I made out with you was when...
Yeah, yeah, it was the same night.
Yeah, because she gave me...
I've asked her many times before
She gave me a bunch of Molly, and then she dipped, and I was like, you ain't going to go out with it? She's like, no, I got a show in the morning. I was like, you fucking bitch. How are you going to get me twisted, and then you're going to leave? And then I lost y'all in the basement. I have a question that kind of relates to that. You've met all the queens that have come through from the show at town. Were there any queens that stuck out in your mind for bad behavior at all, or unsavory antics, dick suckins, dressing room shenanigans?
Red M&M's.
Yeah.
No, not red M&M's. Honestly, no. There was no one. I mean, there might have been maybe a couple that like showed up a little bit late, but nothing that would like impede the show.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, I mean, with the way that towns run, it's not really like, it's very straight up, straight out. Like, there's no way for you to really fuck up while you're there.
Right.
So yeah, luckily no one was an asshole or ridiculous while working at town.
That's not true. I was there multiple times.
Well, that's, I mean, yes, but like, they would
Yeah.
lay down tarps when they knew that you were coming. You know what I mean? So they were prepped.
I think this lip sync is kind of cool because it shows off this unique aspect of the first time we see a drag queen really do like that schizoid mouth seizure thing. Juju gives like the shake your love kind of like epilepsy moment, and it's really great. And you just don't want to look away from her.
She connects with the fact that this song is ridiculous and kind of absurd because it really is. I mean, it's, first of all, what does shake your love even mean?
It means when you shake your dick. Doesn't it?
What?
When you open your coat at an attractive passerby and shake your dick at him.
I don't think
That's when you shake your love.
Deborah Gibson wrote a song about that. Okay.
I mean, you can interpret it your own way.
It's open
I
to
think
interpretation.
Pandora also shakes her love.
All over the place.
All over.
Pandora gives a clean lip sync.
It's serviceable.
And it's very tight.
It's serviceable. I would give her $1. Maybe not to stay,
Yeah.
but to go away from my table while I'm enjoying brunch.
It's a very tight contest, and Jujubee puts it over because of the comedy aspect.
Yeah, it's definitely more
Plain and simple.
What is the word? Relatable.
It is, because she's
Making
like
eye contact. All
she's
that.
like, look at how ridiculous this is. We're dancing to a song
We're men.
called Shake Your Love, and there's this ridiculous electric piano breakdown in the middle.
These older ladies have no idea where they are.
Right.
Tony Co is reading us about our makeup.
She's like, really? You should have
You want to
used...
shake and go some powder on that?
You should have used a little bit of a lighter lipstick, because
Yeah.
after a certain age, no woman wears dark brown lipstick.
Wow, I've never worn a dark brown lip. So Jujubee slays this lip sync and hugs Pandora after, and
It really is funny. Like,
yeah.
we watched it back, and I was like, I was chuckling. It's a very funny performance.
Pandora does a pratfall on the way out, which playback wise is sped up for some reason. I don't understand why they made that choice to do that, make her fall faster. But
Yeah.
at least it gets to this mirror message, which is poignant. Lick this box.
Lick this box with 2 X's, honey.
2 X's.
And she's plucked. She knows that she feels like she got.
She's
I
already
think.
mad at the edit, which is consistent.
She's like, fuck 'em. She's like, fine, if you don't want me, then fuck you.
See, that's where I took my advice for the show. Actually, fuck them.
Oh, right. Oh, right. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, thanks, Pandora. I appreciate that. Do you have like a favorite gay elder that you look to for anything, for advice, for like touch and base with, or anything like that?
I mean, I hesitate to call them elders because, I mean, they've come before me.
Someone double your age. Anybody like that?
Not double my age, but I definitely look up to Jackie Beat and Coco Peru very
Double your
much.
age, not your weight.
Wow.
Hey, Jackie.
Because they are really, they're pioneers of drag, and like, they were forging the path when there was no streets,
Yeah,
they were
in
out
that
there with the
Conestoga
machetes.
wagon.
Honey, they were with the machetes in the woods making the roads for us.
Lewis and Marsha Clarking,
Exactly.
all through the woods.
So, like, I definitely look to them as, like, I don't know, like, I fully admire and I fully worship.
Totally.
How about you?
There's this one guy in the 80s. He was the doctor and the dermatologist that called for the shutdown of the bathhouses. He was he's still really involved in the HIV epidemic. He's friends with Cleve Jones. His name's Marcus Conant. He's this badass doctor. He's really cool. Always has great stories. So one time he was giving me a physical, and he was on my balls. He's like, turn your head and cough. All right, one more. Turn your head. All right, turn your head and cough one more time. And then he's like, all right, we're going to start the examination now. And it was just one of those things. I was like, Conan, you're so cool. Really funny. And like a pioneer. And he's got great stories he lived in San Fran for, the time.
Yeah.
And he's so cool. And I talk to him about stuff all the time. He's rad.
Yeah.
Do you know about sage?
What do you mean, like burning it so that you cleanse the spirits?
I don't know. It says, do you know about sage?
That organization?
Straight and gay elders?
So sage is
An herb that gets better with age?
No, that's what you burn to get rid of the demons in
An
your
herb
house.
cheddar?
Herbal cheddar. I'm burning herbal cheddar right now.
Ooh.
It really smells great. So SAGE is an organization that provides services for LGBT elders.
Since 1978, yeah.
Which I think that's pretty cool.
I think it's really great. It's a shame they didn't provide Juju's guy with a wig. Because that could have really softened that square Lego man of a head in drag.
Damn.
You know Juju said put on this hair, and he said, no, I'm going to wear my feather wig. Be a little
I know.
bird.
No, you're right.
I feel like he really hindered her.
Yeah, but she shook her love. And
Yeah,
she
but
pulled it out of
the
the
night before, though, she did say, I hope one of yours dies.
Damn.
So, deep shade. Deep shade. I think the most memorable moment from this video is seeing Raven smile.
And carry off her mom. I thought that's something that the judges remember.
Yeah, it would have been great if the lip sync was Carry On, because then she could have carried on her mom.
Carry off.
Carry on. You know the one. What was your favorite moment about this episode?
I love that Raven carrying. I love the Jujubee lip sync. I mean, her lip syncing, she's really great.
Yeah.
I hate to see her in the bottom, but we get to see her lip sync whenever she is, so that's a
Truth.
treat.
I love to see me in the bottom. Thanks so much for joining us on Race Chaser. We'll be back on our next episode to continue our journey down Drag Race Memory Lane.
That's right. As always, you can subscribe.
Comment.
You can comment. Please let us know what you think, whether you love it, whether you hate it, whether our sound quality is gutted or fabulous. Please, we want to hear from you.
And follow the dolls. I'm at Willem, and Alaska is at The Only Alaska 5000.
And our new Race Chaser podcast Instagram account is at Race Chaser Pod. And always use that hashtag Race Chaser so we can find you.
Post and tweet about it. Let us know. Bye.
Bye.
Race Chaser.
Race Chaser is not endorsed by World of Wonder, Viacom, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. RuPaul's Drag Race and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and or copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.
Forever. Dog.
Race Chaser with Alaska and Willem is a Forever Dog podcast.
Produced by Big Dipper.
Executive produced by Brett Boehm, Joe Cilio, and Alex Ramsey.
Our theme song is Race Chaser by Alaska Thunderfuck, available on iTunes.
And now, as promised, an exclusive clip from The Angel of
Vine.
And just a quick word of warning, this clip does include graphic content.
Hollywood, California. Not just the home of glitz and glamour, no. Beneath the limousines and mink coats lurks a dark underbelly of crime, narcotics, and yes, even murder. The Angel of Vine, a murder straight from the pages of a dime store thriller, has captured the minds and fueled the nightmares of the nation and baffled law enforcement in Los Angeles. And how could it not? The life of Marlene Marie Evans, just 23 years old with a burgeoning film career, ended tragically on March 19, 1956, in an empty parking lot just north of Hollywood Boulevard. Her body mutilated, her life cut short, and her killer still at large. And with numerous false confessions, countless individuals questioned, and no viable suspects on the horizon, will The Angel of Vine be one Hollywood tale to go without a third act? Only time will tell.
After my first interview with Beth and Phyllis, I reached out to a self-proclaimed expert in the case and asked him if he wouldn't mind meeting me at the scene where it all started. David?
Yep.
Hey.
Hey, you Oscar?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too. Yeah, thanks for meeting me here.
Of course. Hey, welcome to Dead Hollywood Tours. It's what I do, man. So, you want to know about Marlene Marie Evans, huh?
Mm-hmm.
The grisly unsolved murder of a young actress, the Angel, as they call her. Well, they found her right over there.
In that parking lot?
Yes, sir. Flayed and posed and angelic, staring at the heavens. You know what I find amazing is how many crazy theories people have about the murder.
How many? What, can you tell me one?
Oh, sure. People love to latch onto the idea of a Southern California that they've heard about when it comes to cases like, I don't know, the Manson family or the Zodiac killer. Everyone wants to attach a half-naked wacko cult or a hooded madman whose MO is always Somehow satanic rituals.
And you don't think that that was the case here?
No, absolutely not. The likelihood that Marlene Marie Evans was a sacrifice to a secret society is as plausible as the idea that she was murdered by the FBI, the CIA, and the Mafia.
Interesting. How can you be sure?
Well, because of the care and the attention paid to her body. The ribs made to look like wings and the use of her spine to create a halo. I mean, it's all too clean, man. Too theatrical. It's too much of a presentation. I mean, I certainly don't think the killer had Ernie Newbern in mind as the dude that was going to find her. I mean, there's this laborer on his way to treat himself to some pancakes at Dupar's, and instead of staying on Yucca, which I would have done, takes the lot that cuts through from Ivar to Vine and finds himself an angel. No pancakes for Ernie that day. I mean, a construction worker. She was found by a freaking construction worker who panics, grabs every other worker on the job to confirm that what he's found is in fact a dead girl, and by the time the cops show up, it's a zoo. I mean, if you're gonna lay a body across from an active construction site before dawn on a weekday, there's no question. She was absolutely meant to be found and seen by the public. I mean, once the press in this town got wind of the crime scene, they nearly destroyed any evidence in that lot trying to scoop each other. I mean, can you imagine trying to keep that lot safe from a mob of reporters? That's a ton of space to block off from vultures, let alone comb for evidence. With flashing bulbs going off and questions being yelled at that you don't have the answers to.
It must have been absolute mayhem.
Absolute mayhem. And Hollywood ate it up. I mean, not just Hollywood. Everyone ate it up. I'm still eating it up. I mean, have you heard those awful newsreels from back then?
I have, yes. Yeah, they're pretty colorful.
Colorful. They're grotesque. And, if you ask me, which you are, they only benefited the killer. The grandiosity of the drama on that scale of reporting just created more hysteria. Little known fact, where poor old Ernie found her in that parking lot, she was actually closer to Ivar. Marlene Marie Evans is actually the angel of Ivar. But that's not as catchy, is it? So the reporters use Angel of Vine. Everybody knows Vine. Hollywood and Vine. Bang, instant headline. Everybody's hooked.
My mother used to say all he cared about was that dead girl.
Meeting the angel.
It makes more sense now.
So what else can you tell me about Hank? We know he was a police officer. What?
My mother used to call him a professional peeping Tom. But yes, he was a cop for many years until he left the force.
Do you know why?
Something to do with politics within the department. They wanted to make an example of him, and so he left. After that, he opened his private detective agency, spends less and less time at home. My mother kicks him out.
Gigi was a tough cookie.
Understandable.
Can't say I blame her.
I said just a second. It's a damn rush. I'm in here. I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, how can I help you?
Hank Briggs.
That's what it says on the door.
May I sit?
That's what it's there for.
You come highly recommended, Mr. Briggs.
Oh, yeah?
Irwin was especially pleased with your discretion.
Irwin. You don't strike me as a Hollywood type.
I'd like you to help me find someone.
No, you're gonna have to be a little bit more specific.
Mr. Briggs, I want you to help me find whoever killed Marlene Marie Evans.
The Angel of Vine was a case with little to no information surrounding it. There were no prints, no clues, few suspects, and nothing connecting it to any other victims in any other cases. The investigation hit such a dead end that the entirety of the LAPD gave up after 8 months. I want you to think about that for a second. The LAPD gave up any hope that they would catch Marlene Marie Evans' killer. And here we are, decades later, with an entire attic filled with audio recordings of an ex-cop turned private detective who got closer than anyone to solving the murder and didn't tell us all. I want to know what made Hank Briggs the guy for the job.